Am I audible? Good evening, class. Today we are going to see the interface in Java, and we are going to see the different kind of example of interface also, and implementing interface within Java, and what are the different kind of interface we have using in Java package. Okay, as a listener, in event handling. Okay, so let us understand what is an interface here. So interface is a reference type. It is a reference type in a Java, and it is similar to class, and it is a collection of abstract method. So these are the two actual definitions. We can say that it is a collection of abstract methods, means the method which don't have a body. Okay, means you can only declare the method in interface, and that interface is actually implements by other class. Okay, a class implements an interface. So whosoever is using that interface, that class is writing a body for that interface method. Okay, so class implements an interface and thereby inheriting the abstract methods of that interface. So that class is inheriting abstract method of interface. We are going to see with the help of example here. Okay, so why we required a interface? What is the actual use of interface here, and how it is different from abstract class? If we have a abstract class and we have abstract methods and all other concrete class we are inherited from that abstract class, and we also call that abstract class as a polymorphic class, where we can form n number of what the form from that class that we already learned in last session, and we understood how shape you can change in a line, rectangle, circle, n number of shapes. Okay, and the draw method is overriding with the abstract methods draw. Okay, with the concrete method. So that overriding concept also we done. And now, what is the use of interface then? Okay, so if you see, interface is a collection of abstract methods. Means like abstract class, interface also has abstract method. Okay, means they don't have a body. So if they are empty, then who is going to write the body? The class who are implements that interface, or a class interface which is associate with that class. Okay, that class is implement the body of what the interface. So what happened in that case? As per my requirement, I will write a body. As per that class requirement, class is writing a body of interface. Okay, uh, because the requirement or the process is every time changes according to the we can say according to my requirement, or according to my project, the method inside that is keep on changes. Means what? Suppose there is a one, I can say there is a one user interface here, and in that user interface, um, so this is something called the input boxes. Okay, and this is number one, number two, and it has some radio button here. Okay, and there are phone actions buttons, where I'm going to add, subtract, multiply by, and division. Some actions are taking place. All these are the buttons. Okay, and every time I'm going to use, every time I'm going to fire some event on that button. So suppose This is my mouse, and that mouse is firing the events, and that is called as a click event. Okay, and so when I'm firing a button click event on the mouse here, okay, at that time the something is taking place here. So this is my mouse. Okay, and in that mouse, if I am having three buttons mouse here. Okay, left hand, right hand. Uh, okay, click. So there are three kind of left, right, and button. So three buttons are there. So this is my mouse, and I'm firing some click on that. Okay. So every time this click event is actually fired by some action event. Okay, and that, so this click event body is always uh, okay, click event body is always going to change according to the requirement. Okay, so this click event may print the result of what these two numbers. So maybe addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So every time the procedure is actually keep on changing. So procedure is keep on changing. That means I want some empty body, where that empty body I will fill according to my requirement. Okay, I will decide what kind of procedure I have to assign to what is. So that is the reason in Java, uh, different kind of what Java packages contains interface, and those interface are nothing but the called as a even interface, and that even interface are empty, and they are firing event like click, mouse over, mouse up, mouse down kind of what the event. These are the interface which has n number of what the method, and that method will implement by the class who are using that interface. Okay, so let us understand and see actual the event driven programming, uh, how interface is used there. So along with the abstract class, an interface may also contain a constants, default methods, and the static methods and nested types methods bodies exist only for default methods and static methods. So interface also contains not only containing abstract methods, but also contain a constants. Okay, default methods and static methods and nested types. So writing an interface is similar to a class, but a class describes the attributes and behavior of an object. An interface contains behavior that class implements. Okay, so here the behavior is implemented by the class. So let us see by example. I'm starting my uh, NetBeans here. Waiting for So now tutorial number, instead of creating tutorial number, some tutorial like tutorial number 25, instead of creating tutorial number 25, I'm going to create my interface. So I'm pressing a right click here in my pack. You will get there is something called as a Java interface. Previously we are defining a Java class, now I'm creating Java interface and I'm giving so my style is that I always start with I here, so it's indicate that it is interface here, or you may include any name here. So I'm choosing camel casting part here, and there I'm saying I my interface. So I my interface is I is indicate that it is interface. You are allowed to give directly my interface also, but this is my style to indicate that it is interface here. So simple. The way you are writing a class, the same way you are going to use an interface as a keyword, and you give any name. That name should not be a keyword here. Keyword is which is already some library function or some data type. Okay. You don't have any kind of public static void. It is a reference type, as I told you. So it has a body of what the abstract method. So I can say it's a um, collection of abstract method. So abstract methods are nothing, but it doesn't have any body. So I'm writing public void, and this is my interface method one. Okay, I can write n number of method. So this is our first parameter without body. Second, I'm writing public void my interface, and I'm going to write a method two, and here I'm using string uh, and say name. Okay, so this is my another interface where I'm passing a parameter here. So you can pass a parameter as per your requirement. You can define the method as a definition or prototype of the method as per uh, your definition. So the way you want, you can uh, write the signature of your method. So this is first method, which signature is that it's returning void, and it's returning it's not taking any kind of parameter. Second interface method is to and is string name. Okay, our string value, some str value. Instead of writing name, I'm using str value. Str value means any string value. Doesn't mean it is always some name. Any kind of what the string value I can say. And third, my interface, I'm writing certain some uh, written value. So I'm writing interface method 3, and it's taking uh, some input like int and so val1 comma int val2. Okay, so all these are different signature. Some are returning void, some are taking a parameters, some are taking a parameter as well as returning some data type. So all these n number of methods I can use inside my interface. So because interface has a abstract method and some static method here. So I can use some static method like public void and say print data here. So this is my a method, okay, of interface which is static method. So I'm using a static keyword here, and here I'm going to write a system, write a body for that system out dot println and say hi, I'm print data. Okay, so this is my static method. Mm, and you can use a static method here, and you can create the uh, other methods inside the, it's not always abstract method. If you see It contains abstract method, may also contain constants, some default method and static methods. Okay, and nested type. So method body exists for a default method and static method. So some other method I'm writing, which is not static. So public void. Uh, so I'm writing some method, say uh, uh, my method. Okay. Hmm. It is different than the my interface method is. And here I'm writing a system dot out dot println, and I'm from uh, a default my method. Okay, it's a non-static. Non-static. Okay. So this is my interface I define, but most probably the people are actually defining the method, abstract method. Okay, they don't define this green data or my method or some other part here. So if you see that interface, acha, so I have to. This is treated as a interface method. Okay, so for default method, I have to check something else. Okay, so uh, and for that, I am not. I'm not supposed to use this mm, uh, directly as an abstract method declaration, because it is everything is treated as an abstract method. I will show default method here. Default method, which they are saying that the method body exists only for default method and a static method. So we are actually using this body of interface as a static and interface. So we will check this as a default method. I have not yet used a default method, but let us see and find out how we can use what is actual meaning of what the default method of interfacing. Okay. So for time being, you just check a static method which has a body, and this is abstract method. Now I want to implement this method in my class. So I'm going to create my class here. So this is name of my class. Okay, and I'm clicking on finish here. So this is my class, and I'm using and decide to implement the interface. I'm choosing implements. It's not extended. I'm implements, and I'm implementing I my interface. So when I'm writing my interface, so whomsoever is implementing this class. So look at this symbol here. Okay, and in that it's showing that you should implement all abstract method here. So I should call this all abstract method here. So I'm clicking on all abstract method. So what happened? So all abstract, these are the three abstract methods, which is my interface is showing that. And this my interface is now writing a body for the abstract method called my method, my interface method one. And second, which is taking the string as an argument. So this is a body. So these are the empty body, and whomsoever is actually implementing, okay, that interface, they should write the body for that class. And every time the class body is what the different here. Okay, and I'm using my interface method who's actually taking a string value here as a parameter. So I'm writing a body system dot print here and say hello. Okay, and then I'm using plus, and inside that I'm going to use the uh, string value here, str value. So whatever the value you are setting, that value simply print. And here I'm simply printing hello world. And then I'm going to write the third method where I'm returning some value. So I simply write return then value 1 plus value 2 here. Okay, so this is a simple additional addition of what the two methods, but I'm using as a interface method here. So I create my class, I create my interface. Okay, and now I want to use my static method of this interface. So name of my interface and the static method is print data. So if I'm using this as a class reference, okay, and the inside my class, I can use like this. If I'm saying my interface, okay, is the name of my interface, and I'm just calling, and I'm choosing my interface dot. So it's only giving me the object here means interface name, but I can't call directly the shareable method called as a print data here. Okay, so what is the difference between the class and interface that we will see, and we are going to implementing only a method, and if I want to implement the static method, how I can. So let us look at my class, and now I'm going to write the public static void main and public static void main and okay, and inside that I'm going to create the object of my class. So my class is equal to my class. So I can use my object can use all this method, that is my interface method 1 and obj my interface method 2, and here I'm passing some string value. Okay, say Gopal, and third obj dot my interface method 3, which actually I'm passing to it and 13, and it's supposed to return some result of integer type. Okay, so I'm just using int result equal to, and whatever the method is returning that result, that I'm going to print here system dot out dot. I'm writing a result equal to and the plus result. So let us run this program. So it's going to acts like a normal class. Only I am using the interface inside it, and I'm writing a body of uh, the interface according to my requirements. So it's saying hello world is a first, and second is hello Gopal. So whatever the Gopal I'm sending at, so it's saying hello Gopal, and third part whatever the two value I'm uh, giving, that is 12 plus 13 is giving me addition 25. What if I'm creating another class and I'm choosing a Java class and I'm here giving another class here. Okay, so this is another class, and this another class also implements, yeah, implements, and the name of I interface here, that is my interface. Okay, and once I implement it, it's again asks implement all abstract method. Now I can write some different procedure for this. Okay, that doesn't mean this particular empty box will print hello world like previously. So I'm just writing some addition here. I'm declaring some number equal to, okay, 20, and make number 2 equal to uh, suppose 10, and then I'm going to print system dot out dot println, and then I will write the division of these of numbers, and I will write here simplify number 1 divided by number 2 here. So different procedure. That doesn't mean every time it's going to print the same body. Okay, so in previous cases, the body was printing hello world, and now this case it is printing a division here. And uh, in second body, whatever the parameter they are giving, string value, I am going to use that string value as a one of the input, but it depends on my wish whether I want to use or not. So saying print ln, and I'm going to use the reverse of a string equal to here. And I'm using some function showing the reverse value here. If there is a class, and if I want to find out the string reverse function, if that class has, okay, I have to check that. I don't know whether it is there or not. Checking string dot class, and reverse is not there. strv no, using C++. Okay, I simply write here some message, not reverse of string, some uh, another message. So another message. Okay, with I simply write some first name here and say string first name equal to you know, okay, and I'm going to uh, use this first name plus space, and then I'm going to use htr value. So whatever the value, the I just want to show that this is a something different procedure, and which is not always the same with what that, and every time the body is changed according to the class requirement, and that class will write the body for the same year. Okay, so now it's returning integer value, so I may use a result here, and that result I will return as a result here. Okay, and I will assign some another procedure here. Okay, and that is something result equal to val1 minus val2. So in this case, it is now a subtraction. In previous case, it was addition. So now these class will decide how he is going to write a body for these methods. Okay, because it's an abstract body and it's keep on changing whomsoever is implementing that interface. Okay, and that's why people are creating an interface for generic procedure. Okay, let me explain this differently. 1 minute. Suppose you people are creating some banking application, and in that banking application, uh, each bank is giving a account to the customer, and there are three different kind of what the account is there. Okay, and account is abstract class. Okay, because I don't know what kind of account the people are going to use. If there are three kind of account, saving, and then current account, and fd account. Okay, so these are the common accounts the people are opening inside the bank, and there are common methods which is actually the procedure is different in that method. Yeah, okay, but the methods are common for all the procedures. So procedure is common, means the people are withdrawing money. Okay, people are depositing money. Okay, so there is deposit and withdraw are the two methods. Okay, it is always happen with current account also. So there is a withdraw and deposit, and there is a withdraw and deposit if you are using flexible FD account. Okay, our FD account is your OD account. So some amount you can withdraw from your FD also, and you can re-deposit that amount inside uh, FD inside the FD account. So if you see saving, current, and FD account, all these three type of account has three common methods. So, but the body is going to change. So in that case, I'm going to create account interface here. Okay, and if I'm creating account interface, okay, and inside that I'm going to use the abstract method called as a withdraw, and another abstract method called as a deposit, because the condition of these is going to change according to the classes here. So if there is a class called as a saving, so class saving will write a body of withdraw function and deposit function by applying some condition here. So the conditions are you can't withdraw me with means in minimum balance must be there. So minimum balance for the saving account is 1000 rupees. Okay, and a minimum deposit you should there is no condition for minimum deposit, but maybe people cannot write one deposit 1 rupees or 2 rupees, but still people are getting 1 rupees doing a 1 rupees deposit. So minimum deposit is what I think 1 rupees. Okay. So this current withdraw is 3000 rupees, means minimum balance is 3000 rupees here. Okay, you can't withdraw money which is below 3000 here. So all these are conditions, and those conditions are changed according to the rules which is set in that system. So in that case, the people are using an interface, and that interface they must check that that whatever the body abstract body is there, that body will implement by the particular class. Okay, so if you see, an interface is similar to class in the following ways. So interface can contain any number of methods. Interface written in a file with a Java extension. Interface matching the name of the file, and bytecode interface appears in dot class. Just when you compile it, so it is dot class is also the interface is different from a class. How interface is different from a class? You cannot instantiate an interface. Means you can't create the object of what the interface. Like you are saying, I want to create the object of interface in some of the class. So this is my another class. And if I'm trying to create the object of I interface, if I'm saying I my interface here, and obj. Okay, if I'm using it. So it's saying that you cannot instantiate an interface. Interface does not contain any constructor, and uh, here I'm creating object and I just want to check. Yeah. So it's saying that uh, it is I my interface is even though, but it's not giving it to access any kind of what the method is. Okay, so that means you can't instantiate. Interface cannot contain instance field. Only fields that can appear in an interface must be declared both static and final. So final means what? The constant here. If you want to define some constant variable, okay, it's constant variable is allowed to declare inside. You can't declare like if I'm saying public int number. So if I'm using this, so it's saying that okay, value you are going to assign, so it's expecting that you should put some value here. Okay, and when you are saying that, so it's saying that integer confront, you have to use a final keyword here within that. Okay, so when you are choosing final means anyone cannot change the value. Okay, final means constant here. So uh, an interface cannot contain instance field. The only field that can appear in an interface must be declared both static and final. interface is not extended by class. Okay, so आप interface को extended नहीं कर सकते हो, like I can't use a in extend keyword and write interface here because it is not class. How can I use extend keyword here? Okay, if I'm using this extend keyword, we're saying that it is an interface. So in that case, you always use implement keyword to okay here extend in interface can extend multiple interface. Okay, so you can extend more than two interface by using a comma operator. I'm going to show you that. Okay, and so if I'm having another interface, then I'm putting a comma operator, and my second interface methods are also available here. Okay, so I will show the interface which is already available in Java class. Okay, and it has body. Okay, not body. It has empty body. So if you see the C and the program files here, and if you choose a Java folder, and there is a any JDK you can see here, and I'm going to use uh, library, and this is a source. So once I click on src file, the source of library here, and I'm going inside my Java. So if you see Java base here, and there are Java, and inside that there are n number of what the methods are there. And if you want to check Java X or some Java X is nothing but Java extended library. Okay, and when you check for uh, some other previous uh, part here, so here you will get the interface which is related to Java. Okay, 1 minute. Let me check because the libraries are now we change. I have to check the interface with the ball because mm, n number of Java folders are there. This is RMI. I don't want. I want to check this folder. Three Java folders are. This is SQL, and mm, this is XML. Let me check. I want a simple one. A lot of changes they have made and create a library. Okay. What I'm going to do here, I'm just searching my SRC here. And inside that, I'm going to search the a folder called as AWT here, and let me check inside abstract window kit, or I want to search for swing here because they may, I think they uh, put everything inside the base, but I will show you interface definition. So in a through documentation, I'm going to check a Java doc here. Okay. So Java documentation is always help you to find out the definition of particular. interface. So I'm talking about the interface. Uh, there are various interface available, and if you click on AWT event here, okay, so there is an action listener. So if you look at the action listener, so this is interface called as action listener, and which has only one method, and the method is known as action perform. Okay. So if you want to check a mouse listener, so if you want to use a mouse, and whenever the people are clicking and double clicking, so it has mouse click event, mouse entered event, mouse exited event, mouse press event, and mouse release. So when you click on mouse, so at that time this event is get fired. Okay, and mouse entered event. All these are interface, and these are the, I can say, these are the uh, a simple body, empty body. Okay, and they are using a class called as a mouse event as an object here. Okay, so whenever the people are clicking at that time, what I should do, okay, that I will write inside this body. Okay, when I'm pressing, means I'm not releasing my mouse button. I'm just holding my left button without releasing. Then this event is known as a mouse press. And when I'm releasing this button, at that time mouse release is fired. So mouse press and release are actually coming one after another. Then this event is called as a mouse click. So when mouse press and release are taking place, then mouse click is happen. So mouse click is always overcoming a mouse release. Okay. And when you are entering inside the mouse, when the mouse entered within that container, then mouse entered event is fired. And once you moving mouse out of that, then mouse exit event is fired. So we are going to see this. Okay. Now, so lot of interface are there. So mouse motion listener is also there. Okay, where you can use a drag and move. So dragging and moving are taking place, and the people are using this. So when you click on the particular item from the list box, so the item listener is what called, and all these are interface, and you are selecting the item, so it's changing the state whether it is selected or not selected. So the method, only single method we have, that is item state change event. Okay. So all interface are there, and you are allowed to use those interface inside your uh, application. Okay. So for time being, we are not yet start the swing because it is not uh, there inside the part, just but I'm saying it is my frame, and I'm creating a package here. Okay, and I'm just showing this is my frame here, and inside that frame I just want to put some button here. Okay, and if I'm creating the button here, and when I click on button, so this is my J button here, and this is a text box which I am using. So I need a text field here, and whenever I click on that particular button, so it's going to print the content of that. So I'm just deleting this, and this is my J button, and I'm just saying click part here. And whenever I click on that particular button, so I can write interface by clicking on that. So it's going to create the body of what the click button here. So if you see all respective uh, a part is get implemented, and this is action performed in here. Okay, and if think I want to choose JText field option, and I'm choosing dot set text is a method here. Okay, and I'm saying some hello world. Okay. So whomsoever who are clicking on that particular button is going to print hello world here. So I'm just running this. Okay, so if you see that whenever I click on click button, so it's going to print hello world. So this is my graphical user interface here, and we can take the input and we can use interface here. Okay, and you can write the interface body, okay, of action, and that action is action listener here, and that action listener you can use inside the uh, so if you see, there is a action listener, and that action listener is always used with a button here. Okay, which class action listener is used, so all those stuffs are given here. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you here, that interface is nothing but it is a simple body, and in that body you can use the uh, name of what that particular. So look at this. Eat, travel, animal is an interface they are giving, and eat and travel are the methods. Okay, so if I'm creating the class called as a mammalian, and it's implementing the animal. So eating is what the mammal eats and mammal travels. Okay, whatever the class is there, and I will write the body accordingly. Okay, so this is the example. And if I'm using these simple uh, object, and I can create the object of what my class, and I'm able to call the respective methods, which is abstract method, because I have create a body for the same. So when overriding method defines in interface, there are several rules to be followed. Check exception should be declared on implementation methods other than the ones declared by interface method. What is exception, that we are going to learn in next class, that is exception handling. But just I'm talking about the interface right now, and signature of interface method and the same return data type or subtype should be maintained when overriding the methods. So we are writing a body of the methods in another class, that is known as overriding. So I know I'm going to write a body of my interface method 1, 2, 3, but without changing the signature here. If you look at that, and in both the classes, my class also I'm keeping the signature same here, and using my uh, integer value here, because it's required integer as an input. This is a string value, and I'm returning what the method which is that result, which is integer kind. So I'm taking that value inside the result integer. Okay, and then printing that integer value. Same thing I'm going to do inside my another class also. I have not changed the signature, but signature is not changing, but I am changing the procedure here. Okay, but signature is not changing, but the procedure is changing here. So if you create the another class object here, and if you run this here, I'm writing public static void main and string arguments. So here the behavior of interface is different than your first example. So here I'm writing another class object here, and equal to new another class. Okay, and calling obj dot my interface method 1, and obj dot my interface method 2. Okay, where I'm passing my surname here. Okay, and third part I'm writing obj do my interface method 3, and I'm using 12 and 5 here. Okay, so it's going to return some value, so I need result of written here, and printing those results. Okay, and system dot out dot printing, say subtraction equal. Here I'm writing subtraction, and I'm finding out the subtraction of that. So if you run this another class, the result is changes because the actual method are changing. So division of number 2 here, and so using Sukhiram's atom and subtraction equal to 7. So in first case, it is something printing hello world, and in second cases, it is finding out the division. It is finding out adding two strings together, and it is giving uh, the subtraction instead of what the addition. But the name of what the methods are same here because it is abstract method. So I am overriding that method. So interface is used for overriding the method here. So you can see this implementation uh, interface, and there are several rules we see here. So extending interface means you can do a inheritance in interface also. Okay, and so interface can extend to another interface if you feel that you want to inherit interface and you want to add some more methods, you want to add some uh, methods which is not available there. So suppose there is a sports interface which has two methods, set home team, set visible team, and there is a football which is a sports kind. So I can extend football as a sports, and I will write some other method which is only belongs to football.java, but it is inherited from sports. So these two methods also they can use. Okay, same thing with the hockey, and here you can use the interface, multiple interface, yes, sports and events. Okay, and in this way you can create the interface. Okay, so this is all about the interface here. I'm going to place this information in your class. Okay, so I'm going to show that I can uh, use this my class, uh, not my class, the my frame. Okay, where it is. Okay, so this is my frame here where I create the extend from Java frame, and I'm going to implement my uh, action listener. So whenever I click on action listener, I should write the body for that. So you can see there is a action listener automatically added here to the button. Okay, and this is a body, it is created here. So directly you can add a listener, okay, which is interface object you are passing here, and you can create the body of action perform. Okay, and once you create the action body perform, everything is automatically taking place in a JFrame. So don't confuse with what is big coding. Okay, because I know the where I supposed to write, but I'm going to give you a simple interface designing in a swing how it is taking place. Okay, but after the completing of what the this part, and that is something related to the exception handling here. Okay, so that exception handling all apart I will explain tomorrow, and in tomorrow we what we are going to see in exception handling. So there are uh, three type of what the exception, and if you see the exception handling in Java. Okay, in next class, so we are going to understand what is exception and what are the different kind of what exception here. Exception and error, the difference between the exception, error, and types of exception. So there are three type of exception only: check exception, uncheck expression, exception, and error. So what is check exception and uncheck exception? That we are going to understand the meaning of try, catch, finally, and throw and throws. And we are going to use a single catch and then multiple catch. Okay, and then we are going to understand nested try. Okay, with some example, and then we are going to understand throw and the throws. The difference between throw and throws. Okay. Mm, the keyword, and we are going to understand difference between throws, final, finally, and finalize, and how Java expression handling, method overloading. That also we are going to learn in tomorrow class with some example. Okay, and we are stopping here. It's 6:25 because other people are going to attend the another class. So tomorrow we will continue with the exception handling.